Hello, my name is Paul Poppenfuss, and I'd like to quickly show you some of the features of Google Classroom.
The address up here you can see is classroom@google.com. I'm logged in with this email address. So if I'm in with this email address at this address, it automatically knows which are my classes. Here, the only class I have is U.S. History. So I'll click on that class just to show you what's there. It takes me to this class, and you can see I have some questions, some assignments. Here I have an assignment with a video that they should watch. I explain what I want them to do. It tells me how many students are done, how many are not done. In this case, there are no students in this class, so it doesn't show me any numbers. How to get all these things up there, I click on the plus at the bottom, and I can either create an announcement, I can create an assignment, I can create a question, or I can reuse a post. So I'll click on create an assignment, and it gives me this pop-up. So I can write the title of the assignment, instructions. It'll automatically pick the next date. I can change that. I can add a file, something from my Google Drive, a YouTube video, a link, click assign, and then it's up for the students to see. Over here, so you saw my classes. We went to a class. There's a calendar that will show when the assignments are due. So as soon as I type them in Google Classroom, they also pop up on the calendar. The work, this would show me what work has been done, well, what's assigned and what's been done, and it'll show me none of it's done. No students are not done because there are none in the class. I don't have time right now to show you how to get students to come to your class. That would be another video. But this is a real interesting thing to show how easy it is to put work up and then find the work, see what's done, see what's not done. Anyway, I hope this helped you find out a little bit about Google Classroom, and I hope that you're interested enough to use it and to try it, and maybe someone will even tell you how to get students to come and do the work. Anyway, thank you very much. Bye.
Okay, now I'm going to take you through the assignment portion of Google Classroom. As from the teacher side, as you can see here, I've got a number of different classes already set up. Because I don't teach social studies at all, I'm going to actually go to my 5th and 6th grade life science stream here. And if I click on that and that loads up, you can see all of the assignments that my students have completed in the last few weeks. I don't need to scroll all the way down. You'll notice this assignment has a video added to it. If I click on the edit button right here, you can add either a file, a Google Drive item, a YouTube video, or just any link. And so I did a video search on YouTube to help them understand more in depth what the assignment was about. I'll just cancel that. So then, if I go to my most recent assignment here, chapter 1410, I can see how many of my students are done and how many are not done. So I click on the number for how many are done. You can see all their names here. And then in order to grade one of theirs, I simply need to click on their name. And it opens the Google Drive item right here for me. Then let's say I need to make a comment and perhaps take some points off. I can type in a comment here and maybe take 3 points off for that. Once it's there, go through the rest of my correcting, typing in the comments. Go back to the classroom stream then. You can set the amount of points right here, or you can make it an ungraded assignment. And then I can enter the amount of points in right here, and that would be the grade for that particular student. Once all of the assignments are graded, see it's a rather lengthy list here, all of them will be checked, and then you click the return button, and the students can view their grades and your comments.
Hi, I'd like to take an opportunity just to explain Nearpod and why I like it so much. It's a great tool to use to let you see student responses as they answer them on the computer if they have Chromebooks. And it also lets you use existing PowerPoint presentations, things that you already might have used before. Now you've got a chance to reuse them and kind of jazz them up a little bit. So you go to nearpod.com, start a free account, go into New, and then you're going to go to Add Slide to add an existing PowerPoint that you already may have been using. You're going to add content then, and as you do that, you're going to want to pick the slide and not the slideshow, because the slide will put it into individual slides, components that you can move around, whereas the slideshow just tends to put it all in one spot. It makes it a little harder to edit. But then you go to the image, and as you do it under the image function, it lets you go in and browse your files. So you can pick that file you want, find it, click on it, open it, and then it's going to input it into the Nearpod presentation. It takes a minute for it to circle around and load it, but it's pretty quick. So then your slides are in here. Every page of your presentation is one slide. But let's say you've got a question like this one where you want the kids to answer it during the presentation and you want to see what they answer. So we're going to go to add a slide again, but this time we're going to add an activity, and this is a poll question. And I find that the poll questions and the open-ended questions are the easiest ones to input into this. So it's going to look like this. You type in your question, you type in your answers, and then you save it. So here's what my poll question looks like. And I'm just going real basic question based on that slide that they were watching. So then it puts my slide in the presentation, and by moving them around, you just click on the highlighted one that you want to move and just drag it to wherever the spot you want it to go, just like in a PowerPoint. So I've got my slides where I want them to be. I got my poll question in there. So I want to preview it, look at it, see if I like it, and if it's ready to go, then I publish it. When you publish it, you get a PIN number, and this is what gets anyone who wants to be a part of this presentation into it. So I go to nearpod.com, have the kids log in there, and then they enter that PIN to join that particular lesson. And once they get in, you're going to see on your computer how many students you have, and you're going to see that PIN number up there for the lesson. And then you kind of control or steer the presentation. And what you see is what they see also on their computer. But when you get to that poll question, this is what the students will see. And they just have the option of filling in one of those circles, whereas you see their names and you see what their answer is on each of the questions that you put in. So then you can see who's all in the class and you can see the answers that they put in. And this is why I like Nearpod.